Welcome back to Dragon of Icespire Peak Adventure Walkthrough Guide. So today I'll be doing the Butterskull Ranch quest. So by this point, this is the second tier of quests you can be doing, and hopefully you're anywhere between level 3 and 4 at this point. So this is another relatively easy one I would recommend doing next because you will hit level 4 or level 5 very easily. The only things you'll be encountering in here is orcs. And at your level, orcs will be pretty easy to beat. So this is a very easy quest. And there's not really much else, so let's go to the location overview. Alphonse Calazorn used to be the sheriff of Tribor, a town to the east where he was known as Big Al Calazorn. He retired a decade ago, but retirement didn't sit well with him. Looking for a new challenge, he claimed a plot of fertile land 5 miles east of Conyberry and turned it into a cattle and horse ranch. Later, he added a pig farm, chicken coops, vegetable gardens, cornfields, and an apple orchard. Most of his money comes from the sale of butterskulls, lumps of buttery cleverly molded into the shape of humanoid skulls. He sells his butterskulls primarily in towns to the east, although a few make their way to Barthen's Provisions in Fendelin. Big Al's butter is made from the milk of Petunia, his prized cow. When the white dragon Creovan drove the orcs out of Icespire Hold, they descended into the lowlands. A 10-day ago, a small band of them attacked the ranch, freeing the pigs before setting fire to the barn and the smithy. A few other animals, including a dozen horses and Petunia the cow, escaped during the blaze. Big Al and 5 of his ranch hands were not so lucky. In their attempt to fend off the orcs, Big Al was captured and the ranch hands were killed. The only surviving hand escaped on horseback, fled to Fendelin, and delivered news of the attack. So your quest goal is you must rescue Alphonse Calazorn and either convince him to return to Fendelin or rid his ranch of orcs. Now along the way you'll encounter a few things, nothing too much to deal with, but you'll come across some riding horses and Petunia the cow. Now Butterskull Ranch occupies a large plot of land on the north side of Tribord Trail. Nestled between 2 hills, beyond a ramshackle wooden fence stand cornfields, an apple orchard, gardens, and pasture land. A path breaks off from the trail to lead to a 2-story farmhouse next to the pond. West of the farmhouse are the charred remains of a barn and smithy that have been burned to the ground. So for monster encounters, like I said, you're only coming across orcs in this one. But how this one works is depending how big your party is will determine how many orcs you fight. So there are 3 orcs for every 1 character. So if you're only 1 person, you only got to fight 3 orcs, and that is very easy. Now, it is up to your DM whether he wants you to face them all head on or if he's going to disperse them. Now, in the book, it does say you should disperse them, so it's more easier for your party to get through. But again, it is up to your DM, and they will be anywhere from as soon as you get there to right to the end. Anywhere in this place you could fight them. So one place you might fight 1, another place you might fight 2. It is really up to your DM. Now, obviously being spaced out, they are easier to fight, but if he does make you fight all of them at once, then it might be a little harder. Now, regardless of how many people are in your party, this is a deadly encounter nonetheless. Because if you have 8 people in your party, that means you have to fight 24 orcs. That is a lot of orcs. Now you are level 4, so most of you should be able to kill them in 1 shot, but still it is a very difficult encounter. So orcs, again, aren't very hard. They only have an AC of 13 and 15 hit points. So being level 4, you should have your ability score improvement, and you should be able to do a lot of damage to these guys and potentially just kill them in 1 shot. Now, they only have really 2 attacks, a Great Axe, where they do an average 9 points of damage with a +5 to hit, and a Javelin with, again, +5 to hit, but that only does 6 points of damage. And they only get 1 attack per turn. So Again, if they're dispersed, shouldn't be too hard to defeat, but fighting them head on, it could definitely be a problem. The only thing that they have is they can use a bonus action to move up to its speed towards a hostile creature that it can see. So it could potentially move quite a lot if they want to. So again, this is completely up to your DM how difficult he wants to make this quest. Now we got that out of the way, we can cover the different areas of this map. First, we got the kitchen. The front door of this house leads into this area, which holds a large butter churn, work table, shelves of food, stuffs, and ale, and hanging pots and pans. Atop a small table is a skull-shaped wooden butter mold. An empty foyer, a creaky wooden staircase ascend from here to area B5. The dining room. This room contains 2 wooden trestle tables flanked by benches. Cattle skulls on the walls add to the decor. A downstairs closet. This closet contains shelves holding dinnerware. A common room. Padded chairs and game tables are arranged about this room. Scattered on the floor are 3 dragon anti-playing cards and wooden dragon chess pieces. Big Al's bedroom. A large bed and bulky cedar wardrobe dominate this room, which also has a framed painting of landscapes hanging on the walls. There is treasure. Any character who searches the wardrobe and succeeds on a DC 15 Wisdom Perception check finds a secret compartment at the bottom, stuffed inside which is a suit of mithril chain armor. The ranch hands bedrooms. Each of these rooms contain 2 beds and 2 foot lockers. Each foot locker contains neatly folded clothing and worthless personal effects. Big Al's office. Big Al's desk is buried under stacks of ledgers and papers chronicling 10 years worth of business transactions, and there is treasure in this room. So if you search the messy office, you can find a small sack buried under the paperwork. It contains earnings and wages, a total of 65 gold, 145 silver, and 220 copper. Cold storage cellar. Wooden doors set against the north side of the farmhouse cover stone stairs leading down to the cellar. The cellar has a dirt floor, walls of mortared stone, and an 8-foot-high plank ceiling braced by wooden pillars. Tied to a chair is a large figure with a burlap sack pulled over his head. Shelves along the walls are lined with skulls made of butter and protected by a thin coating of wax. So in this room, this is where you find Alvon's Calazorn. Now it takes a minute to break him free, but he could also help you fight when you try to escape. Now he has a veteran stat block, which again that is up to your DM, and he has only 9 points of health, so keep him safe because the orcs could potentially kill him in one shot. Now once he's liberated, Big Al can be convinced to abandon his ranch by any character who succeeds on a DC 10 Charisma, Intimidation, or Persuasion check. But he would rather stay, borrow a weapon, and kill any orcs that remain. Big Al can't turn a profit without his prized cow. He offers his suit of mithril chain armor, unless you found it already, as a reward for her safe return. The characters didn't bring Petunia with them, which again, this could be the cow that you encounter on the way to Butterskull Ranch. They can scour the countryside for her. Now to find Petunia, if you haven't yet, the DM has to roll a d6, and on roll of the 6, you find the cow. Okay, so that's basically it, and that covers the Butterskull Ranch quest. So that's it for now, and come back next time. We continue the adventure of Dragon of Icespire Peak. And make sure to subscribe, like, let me know what you think of the video in the comment section. You could also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and watch my live streams at DMBalasar. And hope to see you again soon. Yeah.